Welcome to QuickBooks, Bumps and Benefits, Tips and Tricks for QuickBooks Online. This is part 3 of a 3-part series. Our first part was on sending invoices to customers, which walked you through two of the first most important things to do when you first set up QuickBooks Online: create an invoice and a customer and send that invoice out to the customer. Part 2 of the series was on receiving payments, which is really the next most important thing. And now I'm going to look at the third most important thing, which is the bank feeds. We are now on our sample customer. We've been working with the sample customer case contracting. You'll see in the first video, creating an invoice, another trick up here. You can find previous invoices that were just done right here. And then we send the invoice out to the customer. Next thing we do is record the payment, which we go up to the new section, receive payments. And there's Diego. We can put his payment amount in. Now we're going to add our bank deposit. Diego put that into our checking account. And we'll be back to that shortly. You're now going to get into the part of this series which is on setting up your bank feeds. And you'll see right from this dashboard they have your home with different icons. They have more icons down here. You get to all different things in QuickBooks. And they also then will automatically have checking once you have that set up. And we start out by going to the transactions menu and bank transactions. In this case, there's already a checking, savings, and MasterCard set up. And to link accounts, you go right here, type in your local bank account, and you can put any bank you want in here, pick from the list here, or you can type in your local bank and see if it comes up. And once you do click on a bank, it will then ask you for your bank login. So you need to have online banking, and from there you can put in your online banking login, and that will give permission for that bank to then feed everything into QuickBooks Online. And look, you can see what's already here for our checking account that's set up in our sample company. Everything pulls in, every bank deposit that's in the bank, and every expense, whether it's checks, whether it's ACH debits. They're all sitting here, and the bookkeeping part would really just be putting on categories on here, A1 rental, and then we pick a category for it. And that was income. It just went right into the bank account. They have it as uncategorized income, but you can put it wherever it belongs. Also very important to put a payee if they're not in here. We can add a rental as a customer and save them. That may have been just a quick sale that was put directly into the bank account and no invoice was made up for it. Then we add our transaction, and that puts it right into the check register. And that's really what we're doing, is matching up and putting categories on everything once they come into this bank feed. Because it's not just going to pull it in and automatically show up in your account. It wants you to approve it first and look at it. And this is one of the great benefits of QuickBooks Online. And if you're not familiar with doing categories and picking them, you can work with your accountant who is a free accountant user, and they can go in and help you pick the categories or make sure the categories that you picked are right for whatever you're doing. And right now I'm going to take you in and show you what the check register looks like. Again, this will look just like a regular check register that you've used when you get your first one from the bank when they give you the free checks, or if you're doing a handwritten bookkeeping system, and get one of the OneWrite systems. It'll look just like a regular check register. And you see your deposits on one side, your payments on one side, and your balance. That's why this is never anything scary. It's a very simple concept with bookkeeping and with accounting and businesses. Here's your deposits. They're either income or loans to the business for the most part, and your expenses can also be payments to the owner, which are not deductible, or in most cases they're deductible expenses or payroll, and so on. And nothing that shows up in the register will be in there unless you actually approve it first. So it'll pull in from your bank feed, and then you pick a category. In this case, another neat thing with QuickBooks Online, it lets you pick more than one category for each payment. So Hicks Hardware, in this case, you bought design, a rock fountain, you bought landscaping, supplies, and so on. So you can pick different categories for them and put it all in one transaction. And that's all we're going to do for today. If you like me, please subscribe. Again, these are just some of the tricks and tips, and also walking you through the bumps, because when you first get into something, it's new and intimidating. But again, if we do these first three things, if you just learn how to invoice customers, which is simply coming in, you just create your first customer. You have to pick items because you have to bill something. You add your first item. In this case, we pick a service. We can put any name we want in here, any description, which can also be changed at any time. Price can either be left blank to pick a new price each time, or if it's always the same price, you can put it in there. Makes it easier to do invoicing. And we pick which category we are billing to. And that's it with creating an invoice item. And then we went through sending invoices and then receiving the payments. So as long as you do these two parts of the invoicing, receiving payments, that'll keep all your income side in good shape. It'll track all the receivables from your customers, and then go in here, just link your bank accounts, and you'll just see everything come in. So as far back as your bank will let you go, or as far as you want to go, or work through with your accountant, and they'll help you that first time for setup. But once it's in here, we'll go on to the next steps, which is picking what to do with all your transactions. So if you like me, please subscribe and enjoy the benefits of QuickBooks. We're helping you work through some of the bumps, because once you anything you do, there's going to be bumps with it. You just have to figure out how to work your way through it, and also learning the tips and tricks to help you utilize QuickBooks easier and go out there and save more taxes and make more profits. And until next time, goodbye for QuickBooks Bumps and Benefits, Tips and Tricks. Thank you.